Week 6, there's not a whole lot to show you in the garden this week, but I'll show you what is up. We have some broccoli, a few radish, some onions from last year that were just in the soil, catmint way down at the bottom there. And we have some corn planted here, but it's not up yet. This was one of the boxes that cat kept digging up on us. So I had reseeded and now everything is just kind of everywhere. So this is cauliflower in here. I'll have to take some out, move them. And we have a lot of romaine lettuce that's coming up in here. And they're a little thick, so I'll be moving some of them to different areas as well. No potatoes are up in the windrow yet. Some of the yellow onions, we saved these from last year to try to make our own sets. So they're doing pretty well. In the middle of this box is a bunch of rows of carrots. They're starting to poke through. And these were the first onions we planted. They were also saved from last year to try to make our own sets. So it'll be interesting to see if it works. And again, the rest of this box is all carrots. There's some celery and lavender. Here is peas. So this whole middle pathway here will actually be trellised once we're done. These two boxes don't have anything. This is going to be the paprika peppers and Roma tomatoes. Beans and peas aren't up yet. We had some frost. So this is the hot pepper bed. So I don't have the flowers in yet, but there's going to be flowers down the middle here. They're a little unhappy. They got touched by frost this last week, so. And then these are the acre tomatoes in here. They also got touched by frost. And some of the nasturtium flowers that will cover in and fill up all of the ground space in here. So there will be cucumbers and peas and pumpkins growing on the archway through here. We have another arch here that will go from the outside of this box to the outside of this one. And that is going to be watermelon and pickling cucumbers that are going to grow on there. In the inside of these boxes, we have our cool weather leafy greens like lettuce and spinach. There's just some herbs here. And amaranth grain in the back here. This is like dill and sorrel and some salad burnet, which is like a perennial lettuce that keeps coming back. We started some asparagus, from seed here. Strawberries. And then the three sisters, they haven't come up yet. And in here is summer squash, but it hasn't come up yet either. Then at the end of the boxes, we just have wildflowers planted. They haven't really started coming up yet either. I need to weed in here. And so that's basically what we have for right now outside. We still have a lot of stuff growing in the greenhouse and inside the house. I can show you guys that. So here we have a few more little tomatoes, nasturtium. We really like using the nasturtium for ground cover. Bunch of different kinds of pumpkins in here, and some hollyhock. These are paprika peppers. And we have some other flowers, bunch of watermelons started in here. Some more pumpkin. I think we did like 4 different kinds of pumpkin this year. So Algonquin, Indian pumpkin. These ones were the sweet or sugar pumpkins, so they're a smaller pumpkin. And then we had got some really big pumpkins from one of the Hutterite colonies by us, so we had saved their seeds and we're trying to grow them. A few more sunflowers. Ground cherries are in here somewhere. Paprika. So that's it for inside right now. That we had that cat get into the greenhouse and had wrecked some of the plants. So I will be starting some more tomatoes and peppers to stay inside the greenhouse for the rest of the year. They won't be going out to the garden. But for now, we just basically have to harden off the pumpkins, watermelons, and get everything moved out. So these guys will be going out into the greenhouse, I don't know, today or tomorrow, sometime here soon, to start hardening them off. In the greenhouse, we have a bunch of different kinds of mints, echinacea, some Roma tomatoes. These were my Boston ferns. They didn't make it through the winter though. I thought maybe they would come back, so we've been watering them and taking care of them. Some hen and chick that we were given. Some of the kids' flowers. There's some more flowers here. They're not too happy out here with how cold it got. But this is a dwarf orange tree. We have some more tomato and some more marigolds that are started, canna lily, cherry tomatoes, just some annual plants that we kept through the winter, so they're just starting to come back. I'll have to prune them all up, but it's doing decently. There's some sage in here, and these are water irises, some zinnia flowers. So just a bunch of different things. Some more broccoli and cauliflower that we started. And that's basically it out here. Is the stragglers that didn't quite have a spot in the garden yet, or not enough plants were hardened off well enough to get them outside to the garden boxes yet. So once it warms up a little bit more, we will get the rest of the Roma tomatoes and the paprika peppers out into the garden boxes and get our poly covers back onto them. Yeah, so hopefully next week there will be a little more up to show.